Well, it is 6 o'clock, so we'll call the meeting to order on this Wednesday, June 10th, 2026. Everybody stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. How am I doing so far?
Fantastic.
Approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
You keeping track of that?
Yeah.
Okay. No comments, no marks that out in the crowd there? No
I don't see
public-
anyone here for public comment, no.
Approval of minutes. Is there any changes, additions, deletions?
Nope.
Any?
I make a motion to approve it.
Second.
So moved, yep.
If you keep going this quick, we're gonna be out here before Mike gets here.
Maybe we should we wait for, we should wait for him before we start, do you think, before we start the business?
He told us to go forward.
Okay.
All right, should I, are we on the general business?
First order of business then would be Boulder Heights South, park dedication discussion, and I don't have my whole packet with me, so,
I can grab, you want me to grab one of those on the table right there?
is there a full packet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I got you.
I appreciate it. I read it. Sure. And,
I looked at the pictures.
Right.
you looked at the pictures? Oh, good. So this,
All right, so I'll
go ahead.
jump in here. So, just for Angie's sake, we reviewed this in March, the meeting before you started, and yeah, so this is, we're bringing this back. KJ Walk provided us with a revised concept plan, so we'll be reviewing the updated concept plan for the proposed Boulder Heights South development. Like I said, we reviewed this back in March, but the developer KJ Walk has since added an additional 10 acres to the plan, and I was asked to bring this back for discussion and to get a recommendation from the group regarding park dedication. The decision in March was to go with land over cash via 3-2 vote, and the city council did not choose to take the commission's recommendation and decided on cash in lieu of land. Neither the planning commission or the city council has reviewed this revised concept plan.
So did they know that there was a additional 10 acres then?
No, it's new information. They just purchased land a few weeks ago.
So, okay, back up just a little bit then. So the planning commission, we elected to take land,
Yep.
then the planning commission said no.
Yeah, if you remember, this was the one where it went to the planning commission first for reasons that were out of my control. So they had already said they liked it as is, and then we had it, recommended land, and then it went to the council, and they did not take the recommendation of the commission and went cash.
Okay, I'm getting my parks mixed up, okay.
So now there's an additional 10 acres, so things have changed, worthy of another discussion, so.
In what I read, then there would be an additional, how many? With the additional 10 acres, how much land would there be then if we took the land?
Yep, I'll get there right now on this slide. So, the city received a revised concept plan for approximately 40 acres of land located in the southernmost portion of the city. This development is a combination of 4 parcels and is currently in the township and will require annexation. The estimated park dedication requirement is approximately 3.2 acres, which is 8% of roughly 40 acres. And the estimated cash in lieu is $133,000.
Okay. And what was your recommendation? Or did you make one?
That's the same one as last time, but I don't feel as strongly, so, but yeah, we'll
Just be patient, he'll get to it.
I'll get
Yeah,
there.
we'll get to it.
The developer, KJ Walk, has submitted this revised concept plan. As you may recall, there's an outstanding variable of an ongoing traffic impact study that's going to determine the future alignment of Beard Avenue, which is that road bordering the east side of the development. So there are two likely outcomes for the alignment of Beard Avenue, but for the purposes of the concept plan review, KJ Walk just submitted one plan based on the assumption that Beard Avenue is gonna remain there.
And that's the dirt road part of Beard?
Yep.
Okay.
This is Beard over here?
Yep.
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 And that's the gravel road now?
That is gravel right now.
And so wasn't there, not controversy, but
So this is
the plan to blacktop?
Yep.
this gravel road, because of the counties, they have to discuss where they want our entrance. They may move it over behind this other house, then that'll change their concept plan.
Right,
So
but,
they're adding this 10 acres here.
and we're not sure yet where the road's gonna be because they're still doing the traffic impact study. And the reason they're contemplating it is because the way it's aligned now is on that curve, and I think there's a little hill there too, and
Yeah.
it's got bad sight lines, and obviously the additional traffic and the requirement of the developer having to pave that road will make more cars drive on that road, so.
So that, it's gonna dump into Highway
86.
Yep.
86.
Yep, down in that
Yeah,
swamp.
yeah.
So to be determined on that.
It already
but-
ties in there
It's as a gravel road?
as a gravel road. It's a township road. There's not as much traffic, but they're worried that once the developer paves it, there's obviously gonna be more traffic, cause then they don't have to come through town. They'll just
Oh,
bypass it.
easily,
Yep,
yeah.
it'll be the easier way out of town.
or into my, into town, yeah, definitely.
So it's generally recommended that all neighborhoods are serviced by a neighborhood park, a park located within a half a mile and not interrupted by major roadways or physical barriers. This proposed neighborhood is approximately 0.14 miles away from the Boulder Heights Park at the northernmost point of the development and 0.39 at the southernmost point, which falls within the half-mile range we use to determine if neighborhood parks will serve any given neighborhood. So based on our standards, Boulder Heights Park adequately serves Boulder Heights South.
Somewhere I read in there, though, that they included Pete's Hill Park as one of the parks that they would have access to. Read that?
No, I didn't have that in the memo, nope.
Okay.
So this image on the slide here depicts the Boulder Heights South plans overlaid on an aerial photo. And Boulder Heights Park is, you can barely see it in the picture, just at the very north point there, if I can get my mouse over, right here. So this concept plan shows single-family homes on the north half and apartments or townhomes on the southern half. And if and when apartments or townhomes are constructed, it would require that 10% of that southern half be dedicated as usable open space and recreational use for future residents. But I didn't clarify this in March, but I want to now, that this open space would not be open to the public and would be used exclusively by apartment or townhome residents.
That would be down in that corner there?
Yep, that R3 here.
Oh, down there.
Yep, the whole section there.
Okay.
And it's like, this is their concept plan because of our, our zoning map. And eventually we see County Road 86 as being a major thoroughfare, not only through the city, but as a connection point from 169 to maybe 35 or even 52.
So how many single families are in that whole?
I think they're adding 39. Does that make sense?
No, this whole development is all new, correct?
Yep.
Probably 80.
Yeah, I'd say 70 to 80, but
And so that,
Subject for
when you
change,
talked about
obviously.
the distances, you talked about from this point
Yep,
to this point.
yep,
You didn't talk about from this point to this point.
I did. It's 0.39 miles.
0.39 down to the bottom of this?
Actually, to the bottom of the R3. So even,
All the way to the bottom of the screen.
Yep.
Down here, okay.
Yeah, I measured on Google Maps, I think I got about 2,000 feet or something like that from County Road 86.
yeah. So it, whether it's far or not is a opinion, but it is within the half-mile radius.
And that's based on our 2040 comp plan,
Yep,
which I don't like at all.
I do know that, but it is the policy document that we base everything on.
Are we rewriting that document?
We will be, yep, 2050. Will be,
When?
it's
I thought
going
we
to
were
be,
working on it now.
yes, but that's the 2040 comp plan.
Yeah.
We're working on the 2050.
And so when is that going to be developed?
We just gave the system statements to the council like last month, so it's at the very beginning stages. So I'd say we'd be talking about it at the earliest later this year or next year.
And this body would.
Yes, yep.
Okay. Well, I think everybody here knows my feelings about land in lieu of cash. And I hate to get to a point where we're always saying, let's take the cash, because we need the cash. We don't have much cash, we don't have any cash, we're poor.
We are poor.
But so for people, and I think I'm thinking that's the way the planning commission was on a couple things, thinking, let's take the cash. It's a catch-22. I always say my opinion, and I'll always go with taking land rather than cash, even though, and my other part of that statement, excuse me for being outspoken on this one, is our comprehensive plan is not a very good plan when it comes to identifying future parks. To me, the whole city should be a search area for future parks. And the other thing is, if they keep annexing land, I don't think those annexed areas are in the future parks search areas.
They are.
They are, the outskirts of them.
Well, just the, anything that's within the 2040 planned, like the likelihood, the likely parcels that might annex by 2040 as
Okay.
part of that plan.
Okay,
Park search areas are included outside of the current city limits.
okay, well, thank you
Mm-hmm.
for
And
that.
that area is decided by Met Council,
No,
or is that?
I
the city?
didn't go through, I mean, obviously I wasn't here for the last comp plan cycle, but my understanding is that that's our job.
Okay.
That's the Parks
It
Commission.
has to be approved by them.
No, the area that they think we will populate
Yeah.
by 2040,
So
is
there's,
that on the city to decide or Met
Yep.
Council? decide?
that's on the city to decide. And the one that the Met Council decides is the ultimate sewer service
Ultimate
area
side?
boundary,
Okay,
based on the size of the pipe, the sewer pipe that goes up to the Met Council.
okay.
And how many people it can serve and the geographical challenges that entails.
But it's a requirement of the Met Council that we submit the comprehensive plan.
Yes.
In other cities I was at, Prior Lake, we had to update it every year. I mean, basically, you didn't rewrite it, but you went through it because things changed.
Sure.
And
Yeah, the requirement from the Met Council is every 10 years.
every 10 years, they have to submit it to them.
Yeah.
Can I ask what the Met Council is?
Yeah, so it's Metropolitan Council. It's a body that has jurisdiction over the 7 counties metro area, which includes us. And the history is a little unclear to me, but they've progressed in their powers over the years. And now one of their main powers is to make every city submit a comprehensive plan to them every 10 years. And the goal is regional planning, right? So we're not doing something completely different than the city over, for example. And that's it's much more critical to the Savage, Shakopees, the ones that are connected to each other, So we're a little different in the fact that our regional planning is mostly regarding trails, regional trails, but it's still part of the requirements and we're legally obligated to submit that.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's even bigger than just a county, it's like a
Yep.
region.
Right.
And then
It's
all of
statewide.
our sewer goes through the Met Council, they
Yep.
kind of collect a lot of the sewer from the cities
Yeah,
that
I think they started out as a sewer district and then they added like
Yes.
bus system to
kind of
it.
keep taking more.
Right. So originally, they essentially helped us be able to grow ever because they connected a pipe down from their sewage treatment plant up in the cities. I don't know exactly where, I don't remember.
Empire.
Or Savage, one of those.
Yeah, and they extended it all the way down here for future growth for us.
And it all runs all down and dumps in the river.
I don't know about that.
No, there's a big plant.
Eventually,
What's the name of that big plant? It's huge.
Pig's Eye is,
There's Blue Lake, I think, or
Blue
something
Lake
like
is
that.
one out
Yeah.
this way, and then,
Welcome.
but it does get dumped. Technically, the water does go into
Yeah,
the river,
yeah.
but
So
it's
if they
clean.
gave us the land, would it be R3?
No, if they gave us the land, we can ask them, we can kind of give direction as to where we would want it within the R2 area.
And then on the bottom there, is that where 86 is?
Yes.
So it'd be R3, where R3 is there, then 86, and if
Yep.
it developed, then it'd be on the other side of 86, right?
If, what,
If more development happened after this as we progress.
yeah, we can,
You'd have to go over 86.
Yeah, to the south, yes. Yep, this is the southernmost property up until County Road 86.
Yeah, I just wanna make sure.
Yeah.
Karen.
They could go east and west too.
The apartment townhouses, they'd be required for either cash or land dedication also.
It's all part of one deal, but
Yeah,
yeah, we can choose kind of where to put the park land if we do choose land.
so I'll just throw this out here. My thought was that if we decide to take land, we take land, some land down here, which is quite a ways away from Bowen Heights, and tie it into whatever we decide down in the townhouse.
You can't connect to the R3 land, cause the R3 parkland, it's not parkland. It's meant specifically for the people in the apartment or townhomes, whatever they
Yeah,
put in there.
you could have the land there, but
You could have the land there, but their land is, in the R3 zone is technically only for those residents,
Yeah,
not for
that's what
the
they have
single.
to develop. That's not, but that's aside from the fact that we could take land out of that development
right.
Yeah.
for parkland.
And it is up to you guys what you recommend, obviously, but I will say that in order to hit density for this developer, it would be more ideal if it was in the R2 area. But it's kind of irrelevant for us. I'm just throwing that out there, that density is an issue.
So we could take 3.2 acres,
Yes.
so that's 2 football fields basically, almost. But I'll go back to my original philosophy about you never get the land back. But we do need cash, and I hope we don't put that over land. I hope we don't say, we're gonna keep taking cash and then not have the land. And my other, you've heard me say this before, just because we take land every park doesn't need a playground and a picnic shelter and, you know, what our administrator thought should be our standard. I mean, it's just preservation of open space, and if you want eventually to put something on it, you can.
And Mike, if this feels like deja vu, it's because we talked about this in March, and they added 10 acres on, so the powers that be asked me to bring it back and talk about it again. So,
Do you,
they bought 10 more acres, and just to the west side, which is that rut that comes out there.
okay. Do you know about how much acreage a small baseball field would take?
Well, if you include parking and all of the outlying pieces of it, it's probably about 2 acres if it's a small baseball field, just a small one for juniors.
And that's what like Mark's looking for is smaller, junior size, right?
But again, that's, 4 acres, that includes, what's the term for the areas around it and parking and there's a term for it. Right away. Well, but there's,
And the quarter mile, you said,
you
is the
can't
city's
just,
For
requirement to walk to a city park is quarter mile.
half a mile.
Oh, a half mile.
Yeah, for a neighborhood. Neighborhood parks serve half a mile distance radius according to our comprehensive plan.
And Paul, you were right, because read the same thing about Pete's Hill. They just said that that's an open space that's also over there. That
Oh.
was mentioned in that paragraph.
it is mentioned in there.
The Pete's Hill open space is about that. And neighborhood parks have a half mile service area.
Yeah, so I guess technically it applies, but no.
No, that's not, there would not be
Yeah.
a connection
Sorry about the
there.
confusion
Yeah,
there.
we don't have a.
So what's this green space right here on the corner of, looks like Beard and
Yeah.
Xerxes and stuff?
It's technically Pete's Hill Park. It's a different, but it's just, what is it, just trees, right?
Uh-huh.
And a bench. I mean,
This
on the
is-
top.
So that's,
That's not, because Pete's Hill's up here.
Is it down by Beard and 273rd?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
an
just
outlot.
like open space and there's storm ponds down there.
Yeah, essentially it was, my interpretation is that it was like wetlands and
Yeah.
it was dedicated to the city as an outlot as part of the Pete's Hill development.
Basically, there's 2 storm ponds and then it's swampland.
It's definitely not park, and I don't think it should be on that map, but
But
that's when we go through the next plan process.
it depends
clean that up.
on who you're talking
It
to,
does.
naturalists or
It does,
park users.
Yeah.
but it's not a park.
It's not a park.
It's just not,
Unless you put like a wood walking bridge through it.
Yeah.
right?
Was it dedicated? I wonder if it was ever, it probably didn't even have a dedication back in the day.
That's just probably the land that they donate because they can't do
They probably
anything
didn't
with
use
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
Oh, are you?
That's kind of my other fear, this is off
Okay.
topic a little bit, is that
Because the
if you look at a
circles
lot of our
represent
parks,
the park
there's
development
not a lot of
area
open
in that
space.
area.
No.
Woods and wetlands, we got probably 50% of our parks are wetlands and woods. Yeah.
My take on it, coming from a city that had actually too many parks,
Careful now.
I know, but I've seen what happens down the road when you take the land, and especially if it meets the half-mile radius, there's still the upkeep on the land, whether you put something on it or not, and they ran into so much problem trying to find staff to mow it and to, do the upkeep on that. And I think on this particular area, I'm not saying I'd do it across the board, I'd take the money over the land because it's kind of a dead end and to me, and the people in the apartment stuff may not want like a baseball field if they put it. And like 3.1 isn't enough you could do a junior baseball field, but I think maybe there'd be a better area for it in the future. And especially how lean your staff is and things, to take that on, I think. And I know you can't get the land back, but I really don't see this as a gem like, oh, we're gonna kick ourselves down the road, because there's so much more to develop. So my personal opinion would be, on this particular one, is to go with the money versus the land.
I think I agree, especially since the R3 section is gonna have its own kind of park or recreation space.
That we can't
And-
use.
I understand that, but the people that are in the southern part of the R2 are still fairly close to the park that's up there. Trying to count how many houses.
Weren't they talking about redoing Beard,
Yep.
coming through that?
Yeah, so just essentially KJ Walk didn't want to pay twice the amount for engineering until they know what the road's gonna be. So they just gave us this one concept plan. And then obviously if the traffic impact study comes back where they're gonna realign the road, they'd come back to us with a new concept plan. But I don't know if I'd bring it back to this body unless we decide on land and we decide on a location that's impacted by the road moving. I think this will be the last time we discuss this.
Yeah, I think it's the distance to the park from any point in the R2 zoned area. It's not like it's that far. It's definitely far less than a half mile. It's probably even less than a quarter mile.
And there's a sidewalk and path down to it now, because it goes all the way up the hill. So I mean, you don't have to walk on the road or anything. It's a pretty easy quote walk.
I was just thinking about any of the families that are down on this end of the development too, if they've got little ones or whatever, to get up there. I think it's even Boulder Heights, it's a long ways for the kids from the back of that development to walk to the park, so.
And I think to your point too, with the upkeep, we're gonna have to maintain it, and people that live right next to it, they're gonna expect us to do something with it at some point, and then that's gonna be an additional cost that we're gonna have to build some kind of a park structure there, do something with it, put in some kind of athletic field or a playground or, whatever, otherwise we're gonna have a whole angry neighborhood sitting in these chairs, asking us why we just have an empty lot sitting there that we're not doing anything with.
And like I said, if it backed up to something that we could eventually like add on to, definitely, but to me, it looks kind of pigeonholed in there. But that's kind of my thought.
Well, you know the way I feel about it, open space is open space too, it doesn't necessarily have to have a playground and a ball field or anything like that, it's preservation of natural space, and I don't know if our city doesn't really have a wetlands ordinance and a preservation ordinance, probably not much of one, but,
We're working on a shoreland ordinance.
Yeah,
It's required from the DNR. We're just,
I wrote one, that'll help you.
I'm not doing it luckily.
No, that's just my gut feeling that. And are the lots closer now than they used to be? Did they go from 65 to 60 now?
Undetermined. For this one, in general,
Yeah,
there was a change in the, let me look. I can't remember it off the top of my head.
I think it went from 65 to 60.
That sounds right. I just don't
So
want
the
to be
houses
wrong.
are moving closer and the green space is getting smaller. So maybe it's my environmental brain's speaking out now instead of, well, it's all over the place.
But wouldn't it be more conducive to them to put that green space down where they're having their R3? Make that larger area for them down there?
If you were going to do land, that'd be up to you, but it would be a little odd being that that would be private, open
Yes,
space.
right. I'm just saying
Right.
for them in general, to move that green space down to that, even if we took the cash in lieu,
Mm-hmm.
but to have more green space that for them down on that. To you know what I mean, reconfigure that, be more beneficial to them. Have more area,
Yeah, no, and
I mean, you know, they just moved everything, put that down at the bottom instead.
yeah, and, you know, this is obviously,
Or over to the right, over towards Beard even. Put your green space there so those people have more room from the main road.
yeah, and, you know, I assume if they do apartments, it would be somewhere centralized, but I don't know. That's up to them.
Right.
Dan, Mike?
I don't know, I mean, this is tough, like I hear what she's saying, and
I do.
initially I agree, and I agree, you know, in that last Eagle Creek, right?
Eagle-
That's up
Eagle
in the
View Meadows.
corner,
Mhm.
so small with other like parks around it. We agreed to go in for cash on that, and then city council went above and took the land on that one. And now here we are saying we want land in this, and then they overtook us and said cash. And I mean, I do agree with Paul on this, that some open space down there would be nice, because that park doesn't really have any. It's just a park, and there's nowhere for kids to really run around.
Boulder Heights doesn't really have a lot of land the way we thought it was going to have. It's mostly hillside.
It's a lot of hill, yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly hillside, so that is a mini park as far as I'm concerned. I
That was
mean,
before my time, I
You
know,
wanna
too.
play catch with your kid, you better be able to run down the hill. But,
And if it
Yeah.
goes, you know, if it grows to the west, I mean, east, you know, you got a major road there, but
Right.
east, you're not gonna get much land to make a park there either.
No, and like you said, like, there's a major road on the east and the south, so like, if we did have development on those two sides, they wouldn't be serviced by a park because it's blocked by a major roadway.
Right.
So that'd be either way, even if we do put land here. And also, those ones on the west, I personally don't see developing anytime soon, but I didn't see this one selling either, this 10 acres, so we shouldn't account for that. We should plan for 100 years from now.
And where those lots on the west side, it drops off into a ravine.
Oh, really?
I think that drops way off.
well, right over here,
Yeah.
yeah, well, you can see the slope, you can see the slope on that now.
Yep.
Right from there.
Oh, yeah.
Like where this house right here, there's a house and a shed here. This
Right.
this is a huge hill, same with this, all the way around.
All the way around.
Yeah.
It comes back. So that you got a 10-acre parcel here, but half of it's down in the ravine hillside, over half of it, but.
Yeah.
Not that that should affect.
good
It
to
may
know.
never sell, or it could sell tomorrow to the same developer, you never know.
Right.
I just, well, I don't need to tell this story, but I'm going to. It seems like sometimes the city council and the planning commission tend to lean more towards getting cash in the pocket. And I don't care if they hear it or not, but the park that we're developing now, that
Highlands Park?
Highlands Park, the planning commission voted, we recommended that be a park, right?
Yep.
The planning commission voted it down. They said, we'll take cash. I called the city council members, and they agreed with me that we should take land and build a park there. I stepped over out of bounds of my duties, and I thought, if you want to kick me off, I don't care. What am I gonna do? You know, so that I'm not bragging, but that park, if I went to call city council members and said, we should take a park here, there wouldn't have been one there. And so I'm always skeptical about planning commissions or whoever taking cash and not looking at the benefits of getting land. That's just in my DNA now, so, luckily they swung it the other way and the council decided to take the land. So we are gonna have a nice park there, but we wouldn't have had it if it would have been just up to the planning commission, so.
And that was half and half.
It wasn't exactly half and half, but it was, you're talking about the land versus cash?
Yeah.
It was a combination of it. It was mostly land, but like,
Yeah,
they just closed on phase 2 or there something, and we just got 26,000 of cash, which is
Because of phase 2.
because of phase 2 and the combination of land and cash in lieu.
Which
So
one are we talking about?
Highlands Park, the one that we're like, the big one we're building this year, not big park, but the
one that was,
$200,000
like,
park.
right to the right
Basketball
of-
court and,
that's
By
the
the
one we just
school.
talked about at the last, they gave the big presentation.
The one like next to the one I brought up in the corner, right?
No, I think you're talking about the one that's,
You're talking about Eagle View Meadows, which is to the east of the Highlands one that's
So
being
right
built this
next
year.
to that one.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
just
that-
north of the school.
yeah. But then there'll be two parks, two developments side by side. I think that's what Renee was talking about, that we could combine park dedication. That's not the one we're talking about that
No.
we're developing now.
That's Eagle View Meadows.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause then if the next parcel ever sells.
Grab a
they're
chunk of
gonna
that.
Grab a chunk of
Big
that,
enough
yeah.
to build
There's
baseball
two more
fields or whatever.
parcels there that you could grab a chunk off of that would corner with this one.
Yeah, so Dan, this is Highlands at Eagle View. This one here. And then, Eagle View Meadows, that bigger one, is gonna be right here. That combines with these parcels once they're developed.
Yeah.
So like, right, like this essentially.
Yeah.
And there we'd probably grab all
Oh, yeah,
There you would take the land.
land.
absolutely, yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll be your major city park at some point when
At
you
some
can build
point,
it
yeah.
out.
And so Paul, you were saying for Highlands,
What?
you were saying for the Highland that we voted land and then they said.
The planning commission said no.
I thought it was
Well,
the other
the
way
planning
around.
commission has the same level of authority we do. They just advise the council just like we do.
Right,
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're just an advisory council, so we can, and I
The
Use
planning
my words
commission's got
carefully.
authority, though.
But, when
They're
I've run
still
these before,
advisory.
it's strictly like, hey, we ran it by these people and this is what we said. But ultimately, it's the council,
Mm-hmm.
same with the planning commission, they.
You're giving your opinion to the council.
and
They
in
do
my,
it.
yeah, and in my experience here, the council's always gone with you guys, except for on the one we're talking about tonight, Boulder Heights South.
Oh, really? That's good.
okay. So,
You wanna take a vote?
I guess
If
let's
we're
just
ready
do
for it.
roll call. Want to do it that way, cash or, land?
Cash.
Cash.
Land.
I think cash.
Land.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Can I get a motion? Motion for park dedication,
Versus,
or motion for cash in lieu of park dedication.
okay, motion to, we're gonna take cash in lieu of park dedication.
Second.
You-
Oh, yeah, we did roll call, okay.
But they want to get it in a motion, so it's written and documented.
Well, yeah.
Well, don't you? I thought you wanted motion, you thought you wanted a,
Yeah, we just went out of order. We did the vote before the motion.
Well, I didn't want to ask for a motion and then it not be the one we're doing.
but aren't motions more, how can I say? Not legal, but more,
Yeah, they're more procedural and they,
more procedural than a roll call, yeah.
But it-
Rather than nay and nay.
in these kind of things though, I would have asked for a roll call anyways because the city council takes into account, like, if it's 5-0, so if it's 5-0, they're like, oh, okay, there was a consensus there. But if it's 3-2, then they acknowledge the fact that the commission was split and it might shift their opinion a little bit,
Yeah.
so.
I'm just thinking other cities I worked, everything was in I mean, if I had to go to the bathroom, then I'd have to make a motion.
I mean, I'm learning now. I've got bit before because I didn't have a motion on something, so I try to.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good idea.
Are we ready to go on?
Sure. I was just gonna say though, I mean, if there's any way to recommend to them to take that land and move it down so they have more of a larger piece down there for their own sake, for their people, you know what I'm saying? They could somehow take that green space that only the houses around them are gonna benefit from that. So, if they, cause they're gonna develop that, whatever, by the apartments.
Right.
They could bring that down, that space, and have it down there. It would be more beneficial to everyone in the development, so.
Okay,
but-
yeah, on record.
okay.
All right, Historic Elko Park. Okay. So on this one, I did not make a presentation. I figured we'd run through the two options, so, well, let me back up a little bit. So we have $40,000 earmarked from our charitable gambling fund for 2026 to replace the play structure at Historic Elko Park. So that's the reason the conversation is being brought tonight, is we got two concept plans, both right around our budget number. And I wanted to get an opinion of the group. Ideally, we would choose option A or option B, but if you guys don't feel that way, then that's your prerogative. So, if it's all right with you, I'll just go through both options and then we can go back and forth.
Refresh, I thought it was just like one or two pieces, it's the whole.
It's one
playground.
structure.
It's the whole thing.
Just the one, like the
Domain.
main
Yeah,
part of it.
like
The
the other,
swings are staying, the saucer swing, and then the merry-go-round, is that what else is it?
Merry-go-round, yeah.
Those are gonna stay.
Wasn't there something that was like burning kids or something?
That's that little saucer
And that's
swing
staying?
thing. That's staying for now.
Okay.
It wasn't cold yesterday, I touched it. It wasn't cold yesterday. Yeah, but it is metal, it's metal. Stainless, probably.
So
Okay.
This was just like past its lifetime then, is that?
yep, it said its usable lifetime is over and it just looks bad and isn't, we can do better.
It was gonna be replaced in 2028. All the platforms are delaminating, so all the, like, the rubber is coming off of them, so it's all rusty. Instead of spending $8,000 to $10,000 replacing parts that are just gonna get thrown away in 2 years, we opted to push it forward and replace it 2 years early, basically, to save throwing away $8,000 to $10,000.
And this is city land that's on private? The
No,
baseball
this
field.
is all,
Okay.
this is all city land.
Yep.
The city technically owns the first baseline of the ball field.
That's right.
Yeah, which we're working
Which
through a
is getting
process.
worked, yeah.
We'll see if that stays or not, but either way, this parkland is on city property and that's not changing.
That's actually a lift station, or well house.
Well house, yep.
Yep.
All right, so, I don't know exactly how to do this, I've never done this before, obviously, so if I'm going too fast or too slow, just someone tell me. So, you guys can see for yourself, but I'll try to narrate as best I can. This one, the big difference on this one is it doesn't have this big roof, this here, so, and obviously the other features are a little different too, but, so this one's got a couple slides. Yeah, I'll just go through it.
It does look like a nice place to eat an apple.
Beautiful, I know. Their AI-generated kids actually make me laugh pretty hard. She is.
That's why she's in the sun.
That's why, yeah,
It's kind of sick.
that's why she's eating an apple.
Just good at applying sunscreen.
That's true.
So I don't know what your guys' take on that monkey bars are, but I don't know if I've ever seen a circular monkey bar before. It's kind of an interesting feature.
I've seen it before, I've never seen little kids use them before.
Right.
I've seen adults try to get around them.
This is still option one, right?
This is still option one, yep. And that's kind of the aerial there and gives you a good idea of it. And also, unless you guys feel strongly, I think it's kind of a no-brainer. We keep the color scheme there because it matches with all the other park equipment
Yeah,
and
definitely.
the baseball field, like concession stand and everything. So I think it would stick out like a sore thumb if it was anything but red, white, and blue. Okay, so that's option one, and I'll go back after going through option two. So option two, like I said, the main difference here is the climbing net and that roof overhang. And this one I think was about $1,000 more than the other one, so price is kind of irrelevant, it's just kind of which one you guys like more. Still eating our apple.
I kinda liked option 2 better than 1, just cause there looks to be more stuff there.
I'm gonna say, it looks a lot bigger than, there's space for
I-
both of them.
I'm gonna wait till I comment.
And the monkey bars, like Paul said, I don't really see they don't have much upper body strength these days.
I like the net, but,
Yeah.
I don't see them they don't use them a lot, so that's why I like this, yeah, they could go from the ground up and they could
Yeah, the net looks like it'd be fun.
do a
I don't
Yeah.
know what the
few other things
maintenance,
other than just slide.
longevity.
Yeah, I think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Derek, the only difference really in maintenance here is that the roof might nest something, but you can just
Yeah.
hit those
I
out.
don't like roofs at all, and I would not advise them. I really wouldn't.
If we could get option 2 without the roof. That's
That'll
just a
save us
hangout,
$1,000.
it's
Like
like a hangout for wasps, swallows, and troublemakers.
Our baby swallows are dead under that other day.
So that was all the pictures here for option 2, so I guess, any initial thoughts?
Yeah, well, I said I'm gonna wait till last, cause this was kind of my bailiwick for a number of years, either buying these or selling these things, and, unless somebody wants to go first,
We'll let Dan go first and just work around the table.
Okay, go ahead, Dan.
What's your thoughts?
I mean, I guess if I had to pick one over the other, I like 2. My only concern is, I guess, the red slide. I know that the one in Boulder Heights, I think, was red, and that's the one that my kid got burned on, so. I know, yeah, like the red and blue is kinda, but
No,
blue on the slide might be a better option.
I hear your point, and I think that's totally fine.
That's all I got.
Go.
Oh, I like this one better. I like the features better on this one than the other one for smaller kids, but, you know, I'm irrelevant about the roof. I mean, I know that one doesn't look like it's very easy for them to climb up onto. It looks like it's pretty high up there, so.
in maintaining them too, you deal with algae and all kinds of stuff up on the sides and things. It's
Sure.
pretty,
I mean,
and they're more expensive. They are expensive, the roofs are.
so,
And they don't provide any shade.
no,
No, you'd have
I
to.
mean,
unless it's
I don't
coming
have a
directly
problem
down.
about that.
It's very, very open, yeah.
If they wanna give us a discount
They're just.
by taking
they're
that
for
off,
looks.
I mean,
Mostly for looks.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, but I like the features better on this one, so, I like the double slide and the tube, but sometimes I know we have problems at Little Windrose with that, the slide that's covered, people going in there and doing graffiti and stuff like that. You guys have had a lot of problems where they can hide in there, so,
Oh, at Little Wood Roads.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've had numerous times where people have permanent markers drawing things and,
Well, now the trend is to put little seats underneath so the kids can go sit underneath the things, so.
there you go. Can you go around that one again? The 2?
Like, through the pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is underneath it? Nothing under
Not
there?
much.
Nothing.
Not the height.
Not very much tall space on it. That's the one thing I like better about the first ones, that it had more of the vertical stuff was up higher. But
Yeah, that's true.
I don't like most of the other, like the monkey bar thing and stuff. I like the rest of the features on the second option better.
Paul, go ahead.
Well, I'll throw my,
Yeah, throw your hat in
the
the,
current playground has 3 slides.
Okay.
One of them is designed more for 3 to 5-year-olds, it's a little smaller. The other big is a tube slide, and it's nice, it gets you up in the air quite a ways. Kids are gonna get a nice ride coming down out of this thing. And I know what's happening in the economy right now, and that this stuff is getting really expensive. So you're not getting a lot of bang for your buck on these things because they are expensive. It's, again, it's kind of a boring playground. It really is. There's not a lot of adventure in this one, so I'm just saying that. The other one's, the one that's there now is fun. It's got 3 slides to it. It's got a lot of apparatus. The glide thing, you shouldn't have those either. Those are actually dangerous. So I don't see a lot of play activity with this thing. You can climb up a couple of things one time and that's about it, but so my thought is, and I was the one that got the estimates to redo the playground that's there now, a Minnesota-Wisconsin playground. So it was around less than $10,000 to redo the decks, the clatterboard, all of that stuff. So we could have rebuilt it, in got another 5 years out of it, So I would almost say maybe we should wait until we get more money, as long as we're taking some cash in lieu of land now, and wait and spend a little bit more money on this one, on this site. Get it up in the air, get some nice spiral slides, some nice climbing nets, some different things that are fun. I looked at all of the ones that he presented there. The playgrounds are getting expensive. I don't know if these, did he say if these are 3.5-inch pipes or 5-inch pipes?
He didn't specify.
Didn't specify. In the playground industry, some of the pipes are either 3.5 or 5-inch in diameter. So this is probably 3.5, which makes it a little cheaper, but it's still gonna be sturdy for what there is there. But if you look at what the elements that are there for kids to play on, not a lot.
Is this for age 5 to 12?
What?
I was asking if this was age 5 to 12.
Yeah, that's a 5 to 12 for sure.
Yes.
And actually, Boulder Heights, we have 2 separate playgrounds. One's with 3 to 5, and this is 5 to 12. And the one that's at City Hall now, I call it at the baseball field, it's got a small slide, so it's 3 to 5-year-old can get up onto one and go down this small slide on one end. The rest are for the older kids, this big spiral slide and stuff, so. I'd almost, I don't know what the rush is, but I'd almost table this and see if we can get some more money to spend on this one.
It's an option.
Yeah. Because, what's happening too is we're building this, we're redoing that old building that's down there, the old schoolhouse. So that's gonna attract a lot more people, a lot more kids. Now, the baseball, if you're down there for a baseball game, it's packed. The kids are out there playing on that rather than watching old men play baseball and drink beer. But there will be a lot more people, I think, once that building is rehabbed, which is gonna happen in the next year or so. That will be more people using that part.
Yeah, I wouldn't, it will happen, but I don't think it'll happen in a year. It's,
Yeah, or two, whatever, yeah.
yeah, we can't, it hasn't gotten to council yet, so, but
Yeah.
I think it will happen.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I'd say let's wait, let's see if we can get some more money in the bank and do this one up right.
Do you
Get it up
find
in-
that,
Get it up in the air too, now years ago, safety was a major factor. You could not build a deck higher than 6 feet. Everything gets started at 6 feet. And you go down a 6-foot slide, hell, my feet hit the bottom before my head gets there, so. Not that I'm supposed to be on a slide, but I've tried a lot of slides. And that's my kind of thought. And I know Matt, did Finnegan bid on this, or did he submit the prices on this? And,
Yeah, I gave him a budget number and I gave him the area. The
but we
dimensions.
didn't take any RFPs, there were no requests for proposals from any other playground vendors?
Correct.
And then I would also suggest that we do that. I like Matt, I mean, I worked with him, he's a friend, but I got a lot of friends in the industry too that would love to submit a proposal, so. That's when you guys must have done that before, when you get 2 or 3 playground vendors in here.
Right.
Showing their wares, showing what they could do for the amount of money you had,
Right.
Yeah.
Or they would send us just what they,
Yeah.
for the money, and then we would,
And Matt said something about they can buy off the state bid now, but everybody can buy off the state bid now. Playgrounds, trucks, everything can be on, you don't have to bid things out like you used to. In the old days, you'd have to bid every damn piece of equipment that was on here, written, so.
Is this park heavily utilized when baseball's not going on?
Not when it's not going on, I don't think so.
Not a lot, I drive there 3-4 days a week. There's always a couple of kids over there playing on the playground, yeah. It's not a huge,
Yeah, I usually see like one car when I drive by there.
yeah, and there's a group of kids that live in that neighborhood that use it, I know that, but, they do use it, but, well, you can go to some of our other playgrounds, there's not many kids using them either, go down to Big Windrose?
big windrows, yeah,
I've hardly ever seen any kids down there,
right,
and there's 2 playgrounds there.
right.
How that happened, I'm not sure, but I do know how it happened.
Long before my time.
Huh?
Long-
Well, no, I
long
heard the
before my
history, I
time.
heard the history on it, is when they developed Windrose, that neighborhood, they put that one playground in.
Yeah.
The one closest to the toilets, Yeah,
Yeah, down
yes.
on the far end.
yeah, the far end.
Yeah,
And I talked to, nobody knows where that, I think it came out of Canada, I think that brand name, so.
yeah,
I hope we don't have to ever get parts for that thing, but there was talk at one time and I'm off track here, so.
Oh.
I've taken that one out, if it ever got that point, so. But that's my opinion, I'd say let's wait on it and get some RFPs next year. There's no rush. The one that's there now
There
is,
is no rush,
no,
but if it doesn't pass inspection, I don't know, we may have to take it out of service.
or you just take parts off of it.
Right. But the parts that come off lead to everything they use.
I don't know why.
That's just, I'm just saying
Right.
it as a public works side of it. If it's not repaired and it doesn't meet inspection this year, it may have to be decommissioned.
Who's the inspector?
You're looking at them.
I know,
I plan to send 2 more guys to inspection class
yeah.
to have more guys that can do it. But as of now, I'm the one that is certified for it, so.
Yeah. I was too.
That's the only thing I have to say about it. Other than
I
that,
can't
if you wanna wait, that's up to you guys.
can you flip back to the other one again?
Yep.
But I don't want you to think that that's me pushing you to put the playground in. It doesn't,
Yeah.
it doesn't affect.
And
Can you tell us today if it would pass or not?
I can't. I haven't actually looked at been into the
and
park.
if you go through the process, the thing will probably wouldn't be built till September anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Yeah.
how quick it can be done.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, this one, I don't know when, but I think it's for companies like Finnegan Playground Adventures, like it's not a big ask. It's a tiny little thing.
It's small, but they are so backed up, all of them are so backed up, it's slamming them in. It's not a good.
So yeah, staff doesn't have a formal recommendation, so you do with it what you will.
Gotcha. I mean, I just don't like the monkey bar on that climbing thing over on the other side. I just feel that's kind of a waste. So it'd be something different on that side.
Can you give us different options?
We could swap out that monkey bars for the net
can.
from
The
option
net.
2, that'd be perfect, cause I like this one other than the monkey bars.
Yeah.
And
I like the height to it.
if you want to recommend, for
See what he
example,
says.
if you want to recommend this option and switch out monkey bars with the climbing net, that's possible.
But my recommendation is wait, get some more money in the bank and get something a little higher and more fun and nicer. Like that other one we looked at the last time, that was okay, but it's boring. This is a boring playground, sorry, Matt. I like you, Matt, but it's a boring playground. Up and down the slide once and we're done, we're out of here.
So is this considered more of our bigger park here versus like another neighborhood park? because it's next to the ball field? I mean, is it
I
more?
think it's still.
No, it's a,
What's
it's
a
an,
mini park?
It's a neighborhood park still.
I think that's its classification, but it might as well be a mini park. It's
a mini
small.
park, yeah.
It's got like 2 swings in it.
Mhm.
Oh, it's got 2?
What?
Does it got 2 swings, a belt swing and a bucket swing?
Yeah, but, and they're in the same bay, which they can't be.
Well, I gotta get rid of one, so
Yeah,
if we change it.
you can't, there's a strap swing
Yeah.
and a bucket swing, and they can't be in the same bay. So liability-wise, we should take one out. But there's other ways to hang that little bucket swing on a post, yeah, so.
Hanging from the monkey bars that nobody's gonna use.
So I was gonna say, take the, chin-up bar out.
Oh, no, you can actually hang one off, of you can hang a post off of any one of these posts and get the bay in there as long as you got the dimension, but I won't go through how much fall zone you have to have in order to have, it's, fall zones on swings are pretty broad, but.
Well, it'd be interesting if, like, he could come back with a different concept and say how much more would it cost to get something a little better. I don't wanna put, that was my question around the parks, like, if we have money, is there another, like, bigger park we need some money for? Cause this is such a mini park.
So.
I mean, not that one's better than the other, but you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, if it's just another 10 grand, well, yeah, we could take from there, but if it's like, oh, to do it really right, then you have to take a bigger chunk out of something else, kinda like
Right.
stealing from Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah, there's actually not a whole lot of Peter Paul stealing here, cause
Okay.
we have, I think it's around, well, it's in our packet, but it's like 65,000 in our charitable gambling fund, which is what we're using for this. So for like Eagle View Meadows, for example, we're using almost exclusively park dedication fund. So this is a different fund, this is a different pool of money.
But we can add park dedication money onto this budget, right?
Not under this one because it's not a new park. Not a new place, not a new structure. It's replacing, so we'd have to either use capital outlay or charitable gambling.
So park dedication money doesn't that go into the general parks fund or not?
Mm-mm.
You can't use that for anything
No,
else?
it's for new parks.
Yeah, I know that, but,
So you can't use that, so how long
Right.
would it take to get quote more money in it?
We have more money right now in charitable gambling. We have like 65,000, but what we approved in the budget is 40,000. So you could go to the council for a budget amendment, but I think we're already in June, so regardless, we might be up until we might push it to next year, which is fine. I just a consideration.
My recommendation is we wait, see how much more money we can get, and then solicit proposals from other playground vendors.
And how much more?
Because when they know they're competing, then they start throwing more stuff in there, and and then their prices go down. I mean, it is a bidding amongst them, but,
Yep, and no issue with that. When we do our budgeting for next year, we'll make sure at that time, that's when we should make sure we put more earmarked for this.
yeah.
So we don't even technically need to wait to have more in our fund. We just need to send that as our budget request to the city council for 2027.
That other 25 isn't allocated to anything then?
It's not.
And I agree that maybe we should get some more proposals, either sooner or later, whenever.
Mhm.
Maybe somebody can get us something that's a little more exciting.
Yeah, and I'm totally fine with that, but definitely a 27 thing, if that. We could maybe get the plans in place, but construction probably wouldn't be able to happen until next season.
And there's no rush, like I said.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Well,
just
yeah, I
saying
mean,
it.
what's going on, when's the inspection happening?
Can we push the
Is there like
inspection off a
is
few
there a
months?
date?
I don't know if
I'll
we
go down,
have a certain date,
I'll go down with him.
but, I would have to look back on, we have to do it I think it's once a year, we're supposed to do it, like,
I don't,
No, like date specifically?
I went through the same school, but I don't see anything there other than the 2 swings in
and
the
that,
bay.
I don't know if there, with the way it's deflaking, if there's trip hazards would be the only thing.
Yeah, I paced off.
Especially on that bridge,
Yeah,
that'd be,
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, I'd have to actually sit down and look at the book and, so. But,
I don't think that's, I think we'd be all right.
I feel like I'm hearing a form of consensus with the group to
Let's just-
maybe allocate some more funds to it and wait.
If we got it, we can.
Get some proposals from other, from other
I'm fine with
vendors.
that.
I'm totally fine with that. I'm new to this, and I was trying to get it in this year, and that's
You
my,
got enough on your plate, man.
so that's the reason I didn't go out for a bunch of requests, and this is legal, so that, but if your preference is to get multiple different vendors in here, then that's what I'll do. So,
But again, don't let them sway you that it's because it's on state bid. I can buy it, I can get it for you because it's on state bid. You don't have to go to bid on it, because all of them can buy it off
Yeah.
state bid. They're
that's
all
not
on
the
state.
reason, well, you're right, that's not the reason why we're allowed to go with them. It's because they're part of a national purchasing co-op.
Yeah, yeah,
So-
they're all on it. They're all on that, so they know how to sell equipment and how to get, everybody, because that's the way it is.
But he's not a sole provider of one style of equipment or one brand of equipment is what
Oh,
Finnegan
he
does,
is, Matt is.
right?
Right.
He sells multiple like brands of equipment, I believe.
Well, he is I'm not gonna pretend to know, be an expert on it,
Yeah.
but I know that the reason it's legal for cities to do it, and it's common, is because they go through the bidding process beforehand.
Okay.
But what brand is Matt's? This, I forgot.
Is it
Playworld? No.
Playcraft Systems?
Playcraft.
Playcraft, okay.
So they'll all gonna.
So he sells Playcraft and.
He sells Playcraft Systems.
And I think Boulder Heights might be, that was Minnesota, Wisconsin, we bought that from. And we got 3 or 4 different brands.
Is that a Burke set?
Burke is in Woodcrest.
St. Croix,
Woodcrest is Burke.
okay,
That's St. Croix.
okay.
And then Coverworks is the shelter. That's another company, so.
Or if you could give us some other options, because we just kind of, here you go, like says, kind of boring, like it's kind of cookie
But
cutter.
if that's
There's gotta be
within-
something we could do.
There is. And again, I came into this role after this budget and timeline was proposed.
Cake dumped on you.
I had to try to get something to put together, and this was my only hope to get it done this year.
Yeah, no.
And if that's not a priority for you guys, then it's not a priority for me, and we can go back to the drawing board, get more budget allocated for 27, and get multiple vendors in here to give us some pitches.
I think there's an RFP floating around somewhere that I helped Jake with at one point, so.
Yeah.
There's, this is kind of new to, this new you and system, that
Mm-hmm.
I think some of the playgrounds are just,
Or we tear the building down and we make a big playground there.
yeah.
So when you're talking pushing off to 27, you're talking just the build part? Like, will this,
Yeah,
Or-
Yeah.
the actual construction and the
Yeah.
budget, so like, that would be my recommendation, is to change the budget year to 27, but,
basically, we won't buy it until next
Right.
year? and-
but
Well,
if
the
I'm good
nice
at my,
thing, you could do it in you could
that's what I'm
start
saying,
doing-
if
doing
I'm good at
Jan-
my job and I'm ahead of the game, we can get these people giving us pitches in the winter time and then
and then-
have it set for spring construction.
Yeah, because if you wait too long, then they're really backed up. There's
Yeah,
only
right.
3 installers out there working now. I mean,
So it actually might be, that's why I couldn't possibly have gotten that for this meeting, because they're so busy.
Yeah.
But
no.
like, for the winter, that's very doable, I think,
Okay.
so.
Like it,
Motion to postpone until,
table
table it until we,
Well, tabling means something
Yeah.
a little different, so can I just say it, and then we'll say
You
maybe so
got
moved? So, I would ask for a motion to, not construct, not replace the playground structure, for 2026, have additional conversations regarding the budget allocation for this play structure, and plan for that to be constructed in the year 2027,
Design,
and design
yeah.
for 2027.
that. Second.
Third, yeah, I think I'm good.
Cool.
Good.
Aye. Me
Aye.
and you.
Aye. Well, we got through that.
Nice, thanks, guys.
Is that me?
You got it.
Our, I guess, Public Works update, we removed a willow tree from Wagner Park. It's behind our well house there. It's kind of up in the power lines. So we dropped that down. And then basically we're into our yearly summer maintenance. We got Sean in there just plugging away at these parks and doing what he can, so
Nice, nice. Having a person assigned to parks, that's
Yep.
great.
he didn't think it'd be a full-time gig when he first started it, but
Coming this
he
summer.
changed his mind.
Yeah, yeah. Is he dragging ball fields?
Yep.
And is he mowing also then, or?
He only mows Wagner Park.
Okay,
He mows the ball field for Wagner, maybe
I saw him.
maybe around the
I saw
playground
him.
too.
Yeah,
But for sure, he wanted to start striping the ball field to try and make it look a little nicer.
Yeah.
So,
He only mows one park?
yeah, then we got one guy that mows 40 hours a week,
and what's his name?
Marty.
Marty.
Yep. And that's basically all Marty does now is he mows. So he mows everything else in town.
So what else, I guess, is there that keeps
Like
this
we
other
do-
guy so busy if he's not mowing? I thought it was all mowing.
No, like, he stained the porta potty surround at Wagner. He stained the outside of it so far. He's been putting in, edging around things with rock around the signs. I think Wagner Park, he did that one today, or he started on it today. So like he put in bullet pavers around it, rock around it, instead of spraying it and killing the grass, just so we don't have to weed whip as much.
And thank you for not spraying, I appreciate it.
So he put in, landscape rocks, doing a lot of landscaping, and then trying to get weeds pulled and keep the weeds down. And mulch will be going in. I just saw today that our mulch was delivered for the playground, so we'll be mulching playgrounds here shortly too. For sure Wagner before fire rescue days, and then that's in 2 weeks, so
Oh,
we'll be full gung ho on fire rescue days, not next week, but the following week, so.
And before I forget to say this, if anybody wants to be a part of the parade, let me know. We can make that happen, so. I think you were last year, right, Paul?
yeah.
On the float with like the mayor and stuff?
Yeah, it's so those men would get, the adult men would get some of those big Tootsie Rolls up in the yard, see? I was the only one that could hit them.
There's a float for
It's a pickleball flick.
There's a float for elected and appointed officials if you guys want to be on it together. Well, you would be on it together, so it's all on one float.
So it's always this,
Describe it as a float, it's a farm trailer. It's with benches in case you want to sit down, but it's full of buckets of candy. And you just start whipping candy. It's amazing, the kids, my grandkids, the candy.
it's always the same weekend that my son has a lacrosse tournament. Could we maybe reschedule?
It's above my pay grade.
It's always the last Saturday and
Last weekend in June.
weekend and in June. so.
Yep.
Man, I thought it was,
You go to the steak fry, that's good. Isn't that the night before? Yep.
They had shirts in the back, so
It's
people,
expensive this
that
year.
you can wear, otherwise, like, who's that random person
Yeah.
sitting on the,
I think,
their city shirt?
well, how many of you guys have city apparel?
It's hiding in my closet somewhere.
I bet you don't fit in yours either, do you?
No, it shrank or something.
Yeah. So they bought golf shirts for us, basically, that, I forget what the thing is, what,
Cottony, though.
Lycra or whatever?
No, they're like really thin polyester.
Oh, and you put it on, it just, no, it would be nice to have,
I'll ask the person in the office if they can get you something ordered, Angie. I don't know how it works, but do you guys is it once a year that you get the option to
I
do
don't
it?
know, I think Jessica was doing it when I got on.
I've never gotten another one.
Nobody's ever offered me a second one.
So did you just get one when you signed up, or how did
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
It says Park Commissioner Hokeness on this thing, and it's.
Does it really?
Yeah.
So I don't know who it,
Yeah, mine says that too.
lucky boy. You don't want to be a,
Yearly that they get it? Maybe not.
It was yearly that we get an option to, but it's different for us because they have to pay or something. I need to talk to Tom about that. I'll get you an answer.
Because I'm pretty sure
I'll get you an
we
update
got
on
a
that next
second
meeting.
I
And
bought a nice fleece one that had the logo on, but I think you got it.
yeah, then I think he has it.
You got it? If I would've known you were getting it, buddy, that's all right.
I think she said.
Buy another one.
Winner.
I'll buy another one.
No, she
That's
said
the
if you can't
sweatshirt.
make it on the parade, that they could use volunteers.
Oh, I'm sure she did say that. Yeah, they
And I asked her like where she needed volunteers, but I haven't heard back, but.
Wagner Park just to watch anything, it's gonna be at Wagner Park, I'm sure, yeah.
Okay.
So
I'll be down there.
I asked Stephanie at one point, I says, can I buy my own shirt, white shirt, whatever, buy my own shirt like this, but a white shirt, and have our company just embroider it on there. I'll buy one that fits me and then have it embroidered. Oh, no, she's just, no.
Yeah,
Which
No, they
Stephanie
won't.
did you talk
Huh?
to? Which Stephanie?
The old Stephanie,
Okay,
not Steph, Stephanie.
yeah.
yeah, cause
You
with
got-
the
you under-
logo and all
I-
that, you can't.
I don't know why it would be a problem. but
You
I don't
understand,
know.
but you understand why, yeah.
But, so, for short term, if you wanna be on the float and not in a random shirt, we have extras that you can borrow. But,
I have some.
I'll bring back an update, like, cause I honestly, it fell through the cracks and I haven't thought about it. So, let me ask the people who know more about it and get back to you guys on that, on apparel. Sorry.
Double XL.
So
That
you-
include us too?
I got asked
You
already
got
this
one?
year and I said no, yeah,
Do you wear your white one?
No,
I
that's
have,
what I got
like, we
for my
did the-
update, so.
okay.
Up parks and stuff, or whatever, you know what I mean, we're doing the
Community
Community
meetings
stuff.
with the
neighborhoods and
ice
stuff.
cream bars, yeah.
Yeah,
Ice cream
so,
bars.
I have two of them. One's a cotton one, and then one's the
Yeah.
nice lycra or whatever it's.
Well, they changed from white, I don't know. They used to be white and now it's like this gray.
Yeah, I'd much rather have the gray than
It's
the white.
white, the white is
And
straight
that's what
see-through.
everybody in
That's
City
'cause of
Hall
those
and the
chocolate
council
bars
said,
that
like, we don't, like,
No,
Red
it looks
t-shirt
horrible.
contest.
Yeah, it is.
It looks like
eat
one
one
that's
hot
gonna be
dog
put
on your way to work.
That's me
Right,
too.
it's see-through.
If I- yeah.
So you want black, so then you're nice and warm. I got lots of sweatshirts, if anybody wants one.
I got sweatshirts from West St. Paul, Minneapolis. I got,
You put those in a shadow box.
Prior Lake.
Not anymore, no.
I got one.
Oh, you
I got
too?
one.
Oh, I didn't keep them.
I gotta tell you the story before you leave about the Prior Lake.
So, Dirk, that was it for your update?
That was my update, unless you got questions.
Yeah, well, yeah, and the financial report's in the packet. If you guys have any questions, we can talk about that. Otherwise, we can move on to the Parks Commissioner's questions and comments.
Do you think you could check in and see if they could get a bag of that natural prairie grass seed?
Yeah.
It's expensive, I know,
Expensive.
but I don't know if there's still
And
any.
it'll be, if we do it, it'll be a fall thing,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. They did trample it down pretty good right now, so it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, our plan is, depending on the parks, to overseed in the fall after we aerate.
Okay.
And I think we did that up there last year. I think we aerated and overseeded
Yeah, 2 years.
last year. We just
Yeah,
bought the aerator last fall,
Okay,
so. But,
but it's really, the prairie and stuff is, yeah, we got black-eyed Susans and all
Yeah.
kinds of neat plants coming up there now. Some lady actually pulled up on her bike and dug up some of our black-eyed Susans and took off with them.
did you throw a stick in our wheels?
That's against the law.
Stealing.
All right, any
Any other
questions or?
Yeah, the Wagner Trail, like, is that gonna take a significant amount more money? Like,
Yeah.
is it gonna have to come back to us? To like,
I don't know if they'll bring it back, cause it's already been approved, but the problem is we're kind of overwhelmed in public works, so we're running out of bandwidth to actually do it ourselves. We were gonna do most of the grading and then hire somebody to do the paving, so I think they're looking into bidding it, the whole project.
And if that does happen, the price is roughly like 70 grand, and then I would need to get a recommendation from you guys to increase the budget.
well, it might be coming back.
Right, design, everything, that's not, but if it's the budget, that would be the
Right.
question that would be asked to this
Depending on
body.
what bids look like when they come back.
Didn't you say, and I walked it one day, but coming up into the park, there's gonna have to be some
There's a lot of grading that needs to
grading
be.
and,
Yep.
and maybe a culvert,
Yeah, yep.
So yeah, very preliminary, we just talked about this yesterday on a meeting, and early indications are like 70-ish thousand if we bid it out,
Based off of what,
We were looking at like
20.
18 or 20.
It's 25 was the budget we have adopted.
Big, so
it's typical.
So Dan, are you thinking cancel it then, or what?
You gotta bring something up at every meeting, you could bring it up every meeting,
Yeah.
good man.
Well, I mean, just curious.
I
like,
know it.
'cause
Oh, that's
I mean, 'cause
good.
I know
Bring it
we're-
up.
yeah,
No,
No, yeah.
There's a delay and I
Yeah.
guess
keep it on the agenda,
We-
man,
Assuming
keep it
it's
on
gonna
the
be a
agenda.
pretty
I say we
significant-
take candy out of the
It'll be,
parade this summer,
A major
and
increase.
we're gonna
in
dedicate it
cost.
to the.
If we cancel the trail, we could finally do the Pete's Hill sign.
Yeah, what happened to that? I don't know.
I thought you gave up momentum on that.
But I was actually thinking about a lemonade stand down here, and then we each have to man it one night a week. And,
You gotta pull a permit though.
Oh, you government guys know.
And Pete's Hill sign is pretty much bought and paid for. We're just waiting on Renee
Renee, for wordage and
for what she wants.
verbiage and pictures and design.
Well, I thought
Yeah.
it's bought and paid for.
We already
not
have the
really, but
money.
We have the money budgeted and approved for this year, and
Yeah, but the design isn't,
the design hasn't been finalized.
it's the one
but
that she showed us at one time.
That was we made a.
That one I
very
made on
early-
ChatGPT really quick, just threw the information in and,
With all the pictures and stuff?
yeah, I
Oh.
gave it pictures and all the information I had. And then when I brought that to Renee, we met with one of Pete's
We met with Pete's
great
descendants.
grandkids or
yeah.
something and great grandkids, and then now there's more information that is gonna change, so.
So, an FYI, maybe I need permission, well, of course I need permission. The geological concrete piece that's up there says is where the elevation is. And people said that that Pete's Hill is the tallest elevation in Scott County,
Yep.
right? And so I've got the guy from the Scott County working on it, and then he gave it to some other guy, and he gave it to some other guy, and so it's going around in a circle to get the exact elevation.
Doesn't it say it on it?
Huh?
Doesn't it say on there?
No, it's just got a number,
It's 12
and it's hard to,
GIS. If you pull up
Huh?
GIS, it'll say the actual elevation.
maybe, I mean, that thing was built, that was put in there in 1930, I think.
There's 3 of them up there
Yeah, but I thought the main one that people see,
on the very top.
at the very top, that's, you see it from the bench, would be to put a sign up, but looks like our park
Oh,
adoptions. This is the highest elevation in Scott County at so many feet, and be done with that. Yeah, I thought that'd be kinda cool to have up there, but,
I think it's the highest point in the whole metro area,
Buck Hill's higher.
is it?
Yeah, that's what I got some,
Hill's the highest?
I got some old engineer, man, an hour he spent with me, and he still couldn't tell me what the Pete's Hill elevation was.
he just wanted you to worry about it. Keep
No.
thinking about it.
I'm retired now, I don't have anything to think
It
about.
was on his board
you
on the
know?
wall, and he's like, I'm just
My
not.
wife says, when are you gonna clean the garage? I said, I can't worry about that.
Just
falling
download a
aneurysm.
GPS app on your phone and walk up there and see what the elevation says.
You do that.
Set your
I
phone
tried
right
it.
on
I
the
tried
ground
it.
and
I tried it. I know what directions are up there, but
Any other questions?
But if we do ever get the sign up there, we need to do something with the circle.
yeah. And that'll be part of,
Yeah, get rid of the
I have
dirt,
to ask
put some pavers or something
Yeah.
up there.
No, I know.
we'll put my guy on it and we'll figure something out.
A guy on it.
He's got a guy.
He's got a guy.
I got a
I
guy.
know a guy. That was Minneapolis. I know a guy. I got a guy.
So we're all good?
Motion
Anyone?
to close then, or?
Motion,
Hey, I'll start it, yeah.
all right, second? Anyone?
Yay.
Hey,
Thank you, everyone.
all in favor?
Aye.
Me?